It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Two Roads Brewing Company, and it's their Road to Ruin Double IPA, coming in at 7.6% ABV. First beer then from Two Roads Brewing. Looking forward to trying it. There's the bottle cap. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Always great to try different craft beer from around the world. This one being from America. It was sent to us by our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk. Please check them out. They're the largest online beer store in the UK. Great selection of American craft beer, German beer, Belgian doubles, triples, ambers, blondes. I think that's some great beer. And Italian beer and some French beer. And probably beer from all over the world. Just check them out, beersofeurope.co.uk. They will satisfy your beer needs. Okay, so beer in the glass. We're looking at a double IPA here. It's a slight hazy number. It's what I would expect from a double IPA from America. It's got a lovely orange colour to the beer. As I said, it's slightly hazy with a 1 to 2 finger white head. Yeah, this is looking absolutely great. A little bit of carbonation rising around in the glass. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, and classic American double IPA. What I like about these beers is the level of not just the bitterness, the mango, the grapefruit, the pineapple, the lemon and the lime and the orange, them citrusy flavours. What I like about it also that it's balanced off. There's a huge amount of sweetness coming from this beer. And what that does, it creates a punch bowl effect. It's like the aroma of a great punch at a wedding or something like that. Loads of sweetness, loads of fruitiness, and then bitterness on the back end. You can smell that bitterness. I'm going to dive into this double IPA from Two Roads Brewing Company. Cheers. And wow. That sweetness up front really does offset that bitterness. It's almost as if the bitterness is behind the barn door and the bitterness is banging on that barn door trying to get through, and that sweetness is just holding it back for as long as it can, and then all of a sudden after about 4 or 5 seconds them barn doors break open and on comes the bitterness from this beer, and it tramples all over that sweetness. It's a nice effect. It's a nice balance to the beer. I just reviewed a beer that was highly carbonated, a porter, a really carbonated porter, and it's nice to then get a beer that's not carbonated anywhere near highly. It's a nice low but very well done carbonation. It's just enough there to kind of tickle the taste buds on your tongue when the beer passes through. But that bitterness on the back end has got to be up there in the 60s, 60 IBU, maybe pushing 65 IBU. It's got a really nice punching bitterness. But the balance from the sweetness for me does it wonders. It just makes the beer, it takes the beer up to another level entirely. And that's the secret, I think, with these beers, is that, I know I'm talking about it a lot, but after reviewing these beers for years and years and years and having double IPAs that are just very bitter and they're unbalanced, it's great. and I really appreciate a double IPA that's very much a balanced beer, very highly balanced. It's like holding two aeroplanes, one in each arm, holding it up. It's a big weighty, there's a lot of ingredients in this beer, there's a lot of taste, there's a lot of complexity. So a slight biscuity taste up front, then you're waiting, and there comes that bitterness. It kind of roars through on the back end. It's grapefruit, it's lemon, it's orange peel, it's apricot, a bit of mango. Yeah, you kind of, if you've drunk an IPA, a double IPA, you know where this is, you know where it's going. So I'm just here to tell you really to go and buy it. I think it's a very good beer. 7.6% ABV. It's the alcohol level on the tongue. You can't really taste it. It's just a frighteningly good beer for what it is. Two Roads Road to Ruin double IPA. The road less travelled. Here we go then. A big hoppy IPA with plenty of bite. It would be a sin to resist. Here's to taking the road less travelled in life and in beer. tworoadsbrewing.com. Plenty of bite. It certainly has. Okay, rating then for Two Roads Road to Ruin double IPA. It's now an American classic, isn't it? IPA, double IPA. It's like, it's got that whole made in America feel about it. They are still probably making the best IPAs and double IPAs in the world right now. I think Poland's probably pushing them close, the UK is pushing them close, some Italian breweries are pushing them close, but I still think they're holding on to that invented in America tag, because I've had older brewers that I've spoken to in the UK and they've said this has been going on for years. This happened before the 1930s, that there was hoppy beers, but I can't imagine them being this hoppy. I really can't imagine that. I think this is a different style, a new, when I say new, I mean relatively new, probably the last 20 years, 30 years max, that this style has been introduced to everybody around the world, and boy is it booming. It's booming. I think this is a very, very good double IPA. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews, and cheers!